Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Scholarite Media. This is Anirudh from Scholarite Media. We have started a beginner's course on JavaScript and already covered few of the videos. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about JavaScript variables. What JavaScript variables are, what are the different types of variables, how we could initialize and declare a variable, and how we could make use of these variables in the program. We will discuss all of this in this video. And we'll go ahead and code along so that you can understand in a better way. Let us discuss about variables in JavaScript. What variables are? Variables are containers that are going to hold certain values, and these values could be declared within the data type range. What are the data types that we could assign to these variables? There are three primitive data types that we could assign to the variables. The first one is a number. A number could be anything between a negative value to a positive value, which is an integer. Could be a floating point value. The second primitive type which could be assigned to a variable is a string value. A string could be a character or a series of characters. The third primitive is a boolean, which could either be a true or a false value. There are also other data types like null and undefined, which have a single value. And there are objects and arrays that could be assigned to a variable as well. Let us go ahead and discuss considering the primitive value. Here I have a basic HTML file and a JavaScript tag. In the JavaScript tag, I am declaring a variable using the var keyword. In order to declare a variable, we'll have to use a var keyword followed by the variable name. I am mentioning the variable name as var1. You can mention any value. If you have multiple values to be declared, then you can do that using two methods. One is by following the var1 by a comma and the other variable values like var2, var3 and var4. This is one way of declaring multiple variables. You could also do this. What if you would like to declare the variable and also initialize the variable at the same time? For example, let me consider a number primitive that you want to declare to a variable. So the variable var1, so this basically means that 50 is equal to variable 1, or I am assigning 50 to the declared variable var1. Now I would like to declare another variable and assign it a primitive type of string. So you can either continue in the next line or continue after a semicolon. I am continuing the second variable by declaring the var keyword followed by the variable 2. Make sure that you do not use the same variable that you have already declared. So if you use the same variable, it is going to give you an error. I am using a different variable name called var2. You can use any variable name which starts with letters or underscore. You cannot use a number to declare a variable. So I am using a var2 followed by the assignment operator equal to. As we have declared a variable var2 and followed by an assignment operator, I want to assign a string type to the variable 2. In order to assign a string type, we'll have to mention it within the double quotes. I'm writing a basic statement here. This is another way how you can assign a primitive type of string to a variable. Let us assign another primitive type, which is a boolean. Let us go ahead and declare var followed by variable name var3, and I am writing a boolean. You can either write true or false. That is the reason why I have initialized it as true. So these are the ways how you can declare the variable, you can initialize its value, and you can use this value in the later point. For example, I have another variable called variable 4 and I am declaring its value as 100. What if I wanted to output variable 1 plus variable 4? I want to have a sum of these two variables. So I could go ahead and create another variable 5, and in order to add variable 1 and variable 4, I can just write variable 1 plus variable 4. So what we have done is we have created another variable called variable phi, var phi. We have initiated it and assigned variable 1 plus variable 4 as its value. So this is basically going to add variable 1 and variable 4. So this is a statement or an expression in JavaScript. Whenever this will resolve, its value is going to be assigned to variable 5. Let us go ahead and check if it outputs variable 1 plus variable 4, which is 150. So let me go ahead and write a console.log, which is going to output the variable phi. I'm going to run this program by clicking on go live. Since we have added the console.log, we'll have to go ahead and check the console tab in the browser. So we are in the browser. Let me go ahead and click on inspect and move to the console tab. You can see that there is an output of 150, which is a sum of variable 1 and variable 4. You can see the sum of variable 1 and variable 4 is 150, which is displayed on the browser here. This is how you can declare a variable. This is how you can initialize a variable and probably make use of variables using statements or expressions in the application. There are other data types like the object and arrays. We will discuss it further as we go along. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe to our channel Scholarite Media.